What's your association with CADRE?
I'm a graduate of the program. I graduate in fall 2025.
What is a favorite artwork that you have done?
My favorite artwork would be my BFA thesis. It's a short film called I'm Afraid. It talks about like the symptoms of anxiety and depicts like the day in the life of an SJSU student who's going through life with those symptoms. And it means a lot to me because it's the most vulnerable that I've been in my works. And the fact that I got to do it with the help of my friends is kind of like a good like final project.
What's a favorite artwork that has done by another artist or alumni?
Yeah, my favorite one would be from my friend Cassie Santander's Out of Place, which was also another BFA project. For what I understood, it kind of talks about like the feeling of like being lonely and being disconnected. And I felt really connected to it because it's something that I feel like very often and it's hard to explain. So having a project that depicts it so well made me feel very seen.
What is an advice you would give to current students in art?
Yeah, I would say go to a lot of club meetings, especially CADRE SO club meetings. You'll meet a lot of like other artists, other digital artists, and hopefully meet some friends. It's really good to know a lot of artists because they inspire you and they motivate you to keep going. So that would be my advice.
I'm an alumni. I graduated in 2018. Oh man, that's gotta be. There has to be Digital Space. It's a projection mapping project I did in the Black Gallery of SJSU, where I just projected like a galaxy like inside the room and had people like use like a mouse interface like navigate like the different like stars, and you can see like what each star property was and stuff. It was pretty cool, but it was a pain to do. Ooh, so I really like, I forget the name, but Alicia Eller did a project where she had like all these like animatronic alien life forms inside of crates, and you can like peek into the crates and see them move, like their hands would like tap against the glass and stuff. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, definitely just keep creating is like the number one thing. Like a lot of things will come at you in life, but like as long as you like stick with it, keep creating, keep talking to people too. Because a lot of like, like your career as an artist and professionally afterwards is like who you know, who you connect with, who you interact with, and the passion you put into it as well.
I am a recent graduate of CADRE. I graduated last semester in fall 2025, and currently I am involved through the CADRE SO committee as an alumni volunteer, and I'm also involved with the CADRE alumni organization as well.
Ooh.
It's kind of more of like, I guess like a series, but Rennie Hime's work, I really love her work so much. It's so cute. I have one right here on my side right now. Give me a moment. But this is one of them. This one's Marino from her Series 3 Animals Edition. It's just really cute. I always love collecting them when they come out. My favorite artwork, I'll go with a digital one. I really like working with Illustrator and just making like basically my drawings as if they were an illustrator. There was this one work I made in one of my art classes where I basically made an illustration of a fox running in the forest. It was just as simple. I played around with colors between warm and cool colors. It's something I had a lot of fun with. I would say definitely get to know your peers, especially in your the earlier years, like freshman, sophomore. These are the students that you would definitely be seeing a lot more once you reach upper division, and at least a good handful of them will be in your graduating cohort when it comes time to do your BFA exhibition. And definitely experiment, because you can't grow yourself as an artist if you don't experiment and push what you can do into the category of like, what if I can't do it, and then getting over that,
I graduated in 2018. I really enjoyed working, oh my gosh. Shoot, I'm having trouble picking just one. I think probably the stuff for Steve's class where we're working with breadboards and like actually making something blink and working in a physical medium, because that's something I don't get to do a lot of now. I'm mostly working all digital, and I've actually been thinking about getting an Arduino again, getting back into that because I miss that. I would probably have to say our friend Allie, she did a really, really cool exhibit where you could go in and interact I didn't get to see it in person, but I have seen like pieces of it. And she'd made all these little puppets by hand in these boxes that light up, and it was really, really cool. Don't let anybody take your passion. Like, even if it feels like you are getting beaten down by that 9 to 5, find a way to do art in a way that's just for you.
I was graduate with the BFA degree in fall 2025, and I was a part of CADRE student organization, and now I'm a part of CADRE alumni organization. So one of the most favorite part that artwork that I have done was the invisible illness that I worked for the BFA show. This artwork I'm very proud because I can represent the lupus disease that can connect everyone together and let them feel like there's still a lot of people fighting for the pen, but they feel more relating. So the other favorite that I love from my alumni is the interconnect. This is a part of artwork that we used to collab together in CADRE student organization. The reason why I like it because I was not have a lot of experience, but thanks to this event, it's given me a lot of inspiration, a lot of grow inside me and learn more about alumni. So that's why I really love about projection mapping and interactive work. For example, we have it over here. My advice is, if you're a student, you will have no experience, and it's okay. But experience will grow every day if you work, if you try hard, and make friends, because friends have different experience. So if you have experience, you share, they also share with you, and then together we can grow more, and you will look for your own passion. But it will work if you keep moving.
I was also a music student in the 90s at San Jose State, but at the same time, I spent a lot of hours and semesters at CADRE as sort of like a self-imposed exile from the music department. So even though I was a music student, I was always at CADRE helping out with all the projects that were there, mostly from like 92 to about 99 or somewhere around there. I wouldn't say that I created, but there was a lot going on at that time. One of my favorite projects at CADRE was probably when Brett Stahlbaum, who was a member of Electronic Disturbance Theater, and what they did, this is in the initial stages of the World Wide Web, so you're talking about 1995, 96, 97. And at this time, there was no Amazon, there was no eBay, there was no like commerce on the web yet. It was still a brand new idea. And what Brett Stahlbaum and Electronic Disturbance Theater did is they staged like a virtual sit-in by intentionally crashing a bunch of websites for the U.S. government, the Mexican government, and a few other places. It was all in support of the Zapatistas in Mexico. Okay, so it was very, very well documented. You can search for this anywhere. I would say, that's a great question. I mean, I'm going to say what everybody else probably said. You have to be true to yourself. Don't do stuff just because the teachers tell you you're supposed to do it. Okay, figure out a way to use hardware and software in ways that it was not designed to be used, and that's the most important thing. Don't just open up, Photoshop and collage something. You try and figure out a way to break the program or break whatever is that you're being told to use, and make sure that you really want to create art and be able to talk about. Or the most important thing is not whether something is art or is not art, but whether you can intellectually talk about what makes it art for you. That's basically a lot more important, because a lot of students aren't really studying the history or the critical theory about any of this yet. But but to be able to intellectually talk about your art is really, really important.
I'm a CADRE alumni. I graduated last year of spring 2025. Favorite artwork I've done. I would say Whimsical Flavors from last year's DMA show, because for me, at least, it's like, oh, put it to a test of whether I'd be able to code a game, write the game out, and create the art, and just make sure to mix and mash it together to have a presentable project. I would have to say, for me, what was memorable was Nicholas's Melt the Summit game, because it just reminded me of like playing a good old arcade cabinet with the joystick and stuff, and also just the retro aesthetic and such too. I'd say that life's always reiterating itself, so also you as well to also reiterate too, because sometimes it's like the outcome that you want to happen, it might necessarily happen, but you can try to get as close to it as possible or just keep working towards it until one day you do achieve it.
I was a student. I graduated last year in spring. I would never join the organization officially, but I have been helping with events and attending for a long time. I'm still proud of my BFA project, which is a video game platform that I put on an arcade machine for our show. But recently, I have been part of a lot of collaborative projects with artists from all around the world, and my favorite one lately has been the short film SCP Gallionic, because that has probably been the most fun I've had working on a project in a long time. So I have really fond memories of that. I am a big fan of video games and movies, so I watch and play those all the time. I think probably my favorite one of all time would probably be the movie Paprika as an artwork, because I think it really pushed the medium of animation. Oh, I tell this to everyone joining any art school. It's do your own projects outside of class time and inside of class time. Like, pursue your own stuff as much as you can that's outside of school. Like, if you have any assignment that doesn't include what you want to do in the future, try to include it as much as you can, because that's how you get work in your portfolio that will actually get you a job, because the hardest part is actually finding a job post-graduation. So making connections that can actually get you somewhere and doing work that isn't school related will advance you much faster than school ever will.
What's your association with CADRE?
I'm the lead graphic designer for CADRE SO.
How has CADRE impacted you as an artist?
It really showed me and opened my eyes to all the intricacies and in terms of like planning and executing all the different projects we do. And it's giving me like a new perspective and insight into like how we can blend professionalism and fun and still make great work out of it.
So I'm currently part of CADRE as a videographer right now. So CADRE has really introduced to me like the idea of collaboration. CADRE will take on these big projects and we all kind of work together as a team. So it's one collective system. They really taught me how to work together in tandem with others and work more technically as well.
I'm the webmaster for the CADRE student organization in SJSU. CADRE has been a source of community that has allowed me to meet new people that have association in fields that I'm not familiar with, and so being able to collaborate with different groups of people has been very helpful to seeing where I would like to go and what I like to do.
I am a current club committee member of the student organization. CADRE has taught me to really step up and be confident in myself when it comes for showing off my projects, and also my communication skills and social skills.
I'm currently a committee member on CADRE and will be graduating this semester. It's made me understand more about the different applications of digital media art as a medium, the different ways it can be applied to my own projects, and also just making connections with others.
I'm a recent club member. I joined this semester. It's nice because I am a marketing major, so it is nice to finally do some drawing again because I haven't been doing that, and it's nice that it's for a project instead of just like on my own, like being part of something larger than myself. And also seeing the amount of stuff people can do with digital art in general, who are also fellow students. I want to learn a little bit more about that sort of thing, so yeah.
I'm an honorary committee member. I'm not actually part of committee, but I've done so much volunteering and I know so many of the actual committee members that they just kind of consider me one. I've gotten to see a lot of very interesting pieces from a lot of people. I've actually really gotten a lot of opportunities to grow as an artist myself and get very interested in like more esoteric or like up and coming technologies that affect like digital media arts and the art space in whole. It's really done a lot for like pushing my career forward and encouraging my creativity.
I am a student member of CADRE. It's enabled me to get used to working with a group, but also helped me see and learn a little bit about art forms outside of like my usual 2D illustration animation.
I am CADRE SO social media manager. I'm also just a friend of a lot of committee members. It's really helped me found a big community of like-minded people and just allowed me to get my art out there with stuff like Maker Faire and Sub-Zero coming up and even the CADRE 40 stuff right here, and it's just so fun.
I'm SO. As an artist, it's given me a lot more opportunities to work with a lot of people in the DMA program, and it's given me a lot of opportunities to just work with other artists to create much larger projects than I would be able to do by myself.
Hi, what is your name?
Joel Slayton.
What's your association with CADRE?
I created it.
How has CADRE impacted you as an artist?
I don't know how to answer that question. How have I impacted CADRE? I gave it the vision for what it is and helped found it.
Is this your vision when you created the CADRE?
So it was all about establishing a platform that would create this very broad, diverse, multidisciplinary community that could experiment and research, do creative research with emerging information technologies. So that was the vision. That's what it is. That's what happened.
What is your name?
My name's G. Craig Hobbs.
What's your association with CADRE?
Well, I'm a professor in the CADRE Media Lab at San Jose State University, and I've been one since 2012.
Is there an artwork that is your favorite that you have done?
Oh my gosh. I usually think the more recent works is one of the most interesting and favorite, and I'm quite fond of the Entity Incubator project, where I use artificial intelligence to envision the origins of human life.
What's your favorite artwork that was done by another artist or an alumni?
It's so funny you should ask, because I just got to meet one of my new media art heroes, Camille Utterbach, and her text rain work that used computer vision to explore the relationship between human movement and poetry and computer vision was a major influence on me early on. And I got to meet one of my heroes today at the museum, Camille Utterbach from Stanford University.
What advice would you give to current students who are pursuing art?
So I would say keep your mind open. The reason you're an artist is that you're not quite sure exactly what you want from this world. And being an artist allows you to not have to specialize too early, but to explore all the different ways that you can not only learn to make art and technology, but also make a living and meet people and explore cultures. And I have to say that one of the reasons I became an artist was that I wanted to avoid all my other responsibilities, but at the same time, it also was a way to find meaningful work in the world. So be patient, know that it's a hard and long journey, but it will well be worth it, and don't give up.
Yeah, one more question is, how has CADRE impacted you as an artist?
CADRE's had a huge impact on me as an artist. In fact, during my graduate studies, I came to San Jose to work for the 01 Biennale in 2008, which is when I first met the CADRE Media Lab, some of the students who are now alum here. And the way that they worked and the leadership and the ideas that they were exploring were really compelling to me. After I completed my graduate studies, I found my way back to CADRE Media Lab, and I've been here since 2012. My favorite thing about CADRE in the end is the community. I often say, what's our secret sauce? And I've asked Joel this question a couple times, but I think it's the fact that we have a strong peer-to-peer community, that we support each other, especially when we're struggling and we're having hard times, whether technically or personally. And that spirit of community and generosity of spirit is what makes us unusual, first of all, in the art world, but also particularly special given that we've lasted that way for 40 years. The more they try to get rid of us, the stronger we get. Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for the interview. That was really amazing.
Yeah, I
Thank
hope
you
you
so
enjoyed
much.
it.